What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Darth Magoo. We're here with a critical drinker reaction to Robert Downey Jr. returning. Is it an epic win or is it nostalgia bait? I think it's both. It's a win by default. It's a win by default, whether it's nostalgia bait or not. It's a win by default, just the same way that Tobey Maguire coming back and Andrew Garfield coming back in No Way Home, that was a win. And that's why I definitely know for sure they're bringing Tobey and Andrew back in the future, because they have to harp on the old characters, because that's like the only like secret like back pocket maneuver that they have to make some money off of this dog shit they got going now, bro. Like fucking She-Hulk, the Eternals, Shang-Chi, like nobody gives a fuck, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about your characters. The new Black Panther, like they've just fucked up the entire universe so bad. It's going nowhere, and the only thing that they could do to save it is bring back RDJ, which I don't even think it can actually save it. I think all it will do is make the movie much better than it would have been without him. Put a lot more asses in the seats for the movie, but will it save like the MCU narratively, story-wise? Will it save all the shitty characters? Like, I don't know. So, but before we get into it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I appreciate all you guys for watching. Thank you. Let's get into the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe,
yeah, this reveal was crazy. Like, I remember
the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Like, that's crazy.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Oh, come on, you all knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. When your franchise is on the ropes, all your new characters,
yeah,
movies,
I knew it.
and TV
I knew
shows
it, bro.
have failed, and you're all out of ideas on how to fix
I
it, there's
knew
really
it,
only
100%.
one thing left. The nuclear option. Bring back the most popular actors, writers, and directors of yesteryear with the promise of massive paychecks in the hopes that it'll turn back time and revive the glory days. And so it was at San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, the annual nerd event where Marvel are given the increasingly daunting task of drumming up some kind of enthusiasm from their wavering fan base by announcing another slew of boring, derivative, cash grab spin-offs of stuff that's already been done far better. Tell me, are you excited for Discount Iron Man or Discount Captain America that's had the GDP of a small South African country spent on it? Or a Blade movie that's been in development longer than most of us have been alive? Or Agatha Harkness, we can't stick
Blade
with a
movie.
title for more
Is that
than
still
2
coming
weeks? Anyway, I digress.
Fuck no.
The point here is
Fuck
that Marvel
Agatha, bro.
finally achieved their attention-grabbing objective
See,
when Robert Downey Jr. was paraded out on stage in full DR.DOOM outfit to make the announcement that he'd be returning to the MCU to play one of Marvel's most iconic villains in the next 2 Avengers movies. Because let's be honest, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of Kang from now on. You know, it's funny because we joked many times on Open Bar that we'd know for sure when Marvel had reached creative bedrock if they brought Robert Downey Jr. back as Tony Stark. And well, here we are, halfway there already. I say halfway because there's actually a storyline from the comics called Infamous Iron Man where Dr. Doom took up the suit after Tony Stark fell into a coma. I wonder if they might be building up to something like that here. I wonder if this whole thing was just a roundabout way of getting RDJ back into that good old Iron Man suit without admitting that they straight up retconned him back to life. And I can pretty much see how it's all gonna play out. It's probably gonna be a variation of that storyline. It's probably going to involve multiverses because after 5 years of failure, Marvel are still clinging to the idea that they can make that concept work. And for all I know, it's probably going to involve an alternate Tony Stark facing off against Dr. Doom so that we can get twice the Robert Downey Jr. action. And we might as well throw in an alternate Thanos too, because why the hell not, right? He was popular as well. The thing is, you're probably
yeah, I bet money they put Thanos back in this bitch. I bet money Thanos is coming back. And I called all this like a long time ago. I didn't have a channel back then, but I was thinking all this stuff years. Like, there's no way Robert Downey Jr. is gonna stay gone. And even if they were doing well, it would just be like a lot of money that they could get from that nostalgia bait, bringing them back anyway. My concern is like keeping the character like pure. I don't want them to Doctor Strange him, like neuter like the greatest character that the MCU has. I want them to like neuter this character like with fucked up writing. I'd rather the nigga stay dead. Like, I would rather him stay dead than you ruin him. If it's well written, I'm gonna love it. If they could come up with a story that's in line with everything else that he had going on in the MCU for the last couple years, or for those 10 years, in the Infinity Saga, if he can come up with something, because it's a through line. His character has a clear arc throughout all of those movies, and it's beautiful. It's fantastic. And it has to continue with that. If they fuck that up, I'm gonna be pissed. If they just cut, if this is gonna be character assassination, if this is what we're gonna be doing with him, I don't want to see it. Now, I'm actually surprised they didn't bring him back as Iron Man, because I would have. It seems so easy, like all the multiverse shit they got going on. Just the nigga came back. He came from another universe. Now he's here. There's so many things. Or was like somebody changed some shit in the universe, and it made all the universes messed up, and things are changed now, and now niggas are back to life. I don't know. There's so many ways that they could have did it. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm just worried about what they do with his character after the fact. But again, like, he can't, like, they're bringing back this nigga to like solo carry. Have you ever played a ranked match in like any game ever? Like, I've been playing a lot of ranked Overwatch lately. Sometimes I play tank. Sometimes if it just feels like I'm just carrying, like my whole team is trash, bro. That's the position that they put Robert Downey Jr. in. That's the exact position they put this nigga in, bro. He has to carry with all of his life. Like, this nigga has to come back and carry this shit on his back, nigga. On his back, bro. He has to carry this entire universe again. Like, what? Y'all better pay this nigga everything. Y'all need to give this man all kinds of gifts. Disney, you better, if RDJ is your savior, okay? This is the only thing that gives any hope to the MCU at this point. But to be honest, like, there's still so much they gotta change between here and now, because as the MCU has been, it's just not making the cut. It's not making the cut. I'm sorry.
Watching this video right now and thinking, Drinker, you wisecracking genius billionaire playboy philanthropist, how can you be so cynical about something so cool and unexpected?
It's Disney, man. It's
Easily, because I know exactly why this is happening.
Money.
There's a reason Marvel parted company with most of the original Avengers after Endgame, and it had nothing to do with creativity and art. Instead, it had absolutely everything to do with money. The more you bring back actors to play the same role, the more expensive they become over the years. They're getting older and less interested in doing effects-heavy action scenes. They're worried about typecasting and wasting their prime years by spinning their wheels. They start getting bored and they want to take on new roles, and their agents start demanding more and more money for doing less work. All of this leads to a pretty dangerous combination. I don't know what it cost to have RDJ, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth and the rest of the gang together one last time for Endgame, but I'm willing to bet that it was a very significant chunk of the budget.
A lot of damn money,
these
nigga.
aging and expensive actors and bringing together a younger, newer and cheaper cast for the next big event movie made perfect sense from a business point of view. The only problem is that nobody liked what they tried to replace them with, which is why so many post-Endgame projects absolutely flopped, and why there was very little interest in the next Avengers movie. They'd failed to set up any compelling characters or storylines to feed into it. The thing is, the whole point of Avengers films is that they act like a giant sandbox where all your favourite toys from different places can come crashing together in wild and wacky ways. It's fun because you get to watch characters that have never interacted with each other before trading quips and matching their skills and wits against each other. You get to see the culmination of big storylines and character arcs arcs that you've been following for years. But like I say, it all hinges on the build-up, and if there's one thing that phases 4 and 5 of the MCU have failed spectacularly at, it's creating any kind of build-up for the next Avengers movie. Fuck me, the narrative is so fragmented and littered with the corpses of aborted ideas at this point that I'd struggle to even tell you what the main storyline is. Now don't get me wrong, it's not been all bad news for Marvel lately. Deadpool and Wolverine is shaping up to be the kind of big, crowd-pleasing summer movie that they desperately need at this point, but just like Guardians 3, they can't really exploit it because it was more of a swan song to a different era than the dawn of a new one.
Yeah.
Something tells me you won't be seeing Deadpool as the centerpiece of a new Avengers team anytime soon. Captain America 4 has been blighted by a nightmarish production, endless reshoots, and a budget so ridiculously huge that the film has got almost no chance of breaking even, never mind making a profit.
Damn.
Meanwhile, everyone's geared up to roundly ignore
Who gives
Agatha
a
Harkness
fuck
in
about
droves.
Agatha, man?
All of this is to say that bringing Robert Downey Jr. back into the MCU feels like a move born out of necessity rather than desire. A desperate
definitely.
decision by a company that knows its franchise is in trouble,
Yeah,
and the only way
that's-
forward now is to look backwards to more successful times. I mean, maybe the simple fact that they're actually aware of the problem now and doing something to address it is some kind of progress. It's a public admission that what they've been doing recently isn't working, and a change of course is desperately
Yeah, that
needed.
counts for something.
Up until the
Like-
Marvels landed on us, it was still possible for them to stick their fingers in their ears, ignore the growing fan criticisms, and blame their decline in box office returns on other factors. But after that calamity, there was just no hiding it anymore. Something had to give. And you know what? I hope it works out for them. I really do. Because any studio that recognizes their mistakes and makes a genuine effort to fix them deserves some kind of recognition for it. But let's be real here, there's a big difference between bringing back one popular actor for some quick and easy fan service and making a sincere attempt to put right the many
That's what I'm
problems
saying.
they've created for
That's what I'm saying right there.
Only time will tell if this is the former or the latter. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
All right, so I agree with I gotta agree with like everything he said. Pretty much everything he said was right. I'm still worried. I mean, it did like me personally, I was 100,000 trillion million percent, like I was 100,000 trillion billion percent done with the MCU, bro. Done, like finished, bro, completely done. But I don't know, this does, I'm not gonna lie, like this was like the old, like this gives me hope. Even, and here's the thing, here's why I say that they're smart. I'll say that they're smart because of this. Because like I said, I knew that this was a move that was coming sooner or later. This was coming. They're gonna bring RDJ back. They have to, because they got nothing going for him, and this nigga was him. He was the GOAT. If they had brought him back, my mentality was I was still not gonna watch the shit. I was still not gonna watch it because I was like, they're just gonna bring him back and ruin him, and everything else is still gonna suck. Whatever, I don't care. But they even threw me a curveball, bro. They brought this nigga back as DR.DOOM, bro. I have to watch that. I have to watch that. I don't care. I don't care who else is in the movie. I don't care what the plot is. I don't care. I have to watch it. I have to watch the shit now. Like, I have to. Even me. And I was done. I was so done with the MCU, bro. I'm not even so done. I have to watch now. I have to. No matter what, I'm watching the shit. Will I like it? I don't know, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna fucking watch it, bro. I was just there. This was like literally like in my head, there was like nothing that could bring me back to the MCU. They brought me back. They brought me back to the shit, bro. I had given up. I haven't even watched Loki season 2. I haven't watched most of their shows, to be honest. I haven't watched half of the movies that they've been coming out with. But this, I'm coming back, man. I'm coming back to the MCU. But they got to make some more changes if they really want there to be a hope of this returning it to its former glory or even close to that shit, bro. They really got to make a lot of changes to it, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think of this whole thing. Will Robert Downey Jr. save the MCU from disaster? Or will this desperate move be just not worth a damn? Do they need to do more? Do they need to bring back? Do they need to? I think they need to do a lot of stuff. I think they need to fix Hulk. I think they need to fix Thor because they made him into a fucking clown. I think they need to push some of these other stupid ass characters in the background, like the Marvels and shit. I don't want to see them at all. I think they need to fucking bring back, like they need to pull in, you know, Wolverine. They need to fix. There's so much they gotta do. They need to do the Fantastic Four well. A lot of this, him being Dr. Doom, a lot of this rides on the Fantastic Four. A lot of it, like half the fucking movie, because he's gotta be in Fantastic Four. I mean, I guess there could be another villain for the Fantastic Four movie, but come on, it's fucking Dr. Doom, bro. It's just. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is enough for you? Do you think that it gives you enough hope? Do you think? Let me know what you guys think, man. Just let me know what you think in the comments, man, because I'm really curious to see where people are at on this one. So let me know in the comments where you think, how you think this whole situation is gonna go down. Is the MCU gonna get over again with the audience? Or are they're gonna go over again with, like, the wrestling term, like, are they gonna get back in favor with the audience? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out of here. Darth Magoo, peace.